Hey guys, thank you for clicking on today's video. If you're new here, welcome, subscribe, and if you're a subscriber, if you are part of this family, thank you for joining in again. So today's video is going to be on Syngoniums, which are also known as arrowheads. And guys, I wish I knew about these plants sooner, because they're absolutely easy and beautiful and vining plants. I was always intimidated by the way they look, because usually when a plant has this kind of structure, it's either like an expensive plant or just an expensive plant that you don't want to kill. And these are not as expensive as I had thought, which is a plus. Another plus to the amazingness of Syngoniums. I've tried recording this video about 1,000 times already, and my footage got deleted. My memory was too full, and just there was so much noise in my balcony. So bear with me, guys, because I really wanted to make this video for you guys. They are absolutely beautiful plants. This one looks droopy because yesterday the footage that got deleted was me repotting my 2 Syngoniums. And after you repot a Syngonium, they are dramatic, they are droopy, and they just need time to just adjust, just to the new soil and get their roots back to being established and feeling comfortable. Now this is what happened. These two are the same plants. I had repotted this one a long time ago, about a month or 2 ago, and they got super droopy, super droopy, and I was so scared and sad that I lost the plants. But I said, you know what? No, I'm just gonna cut the plants, the leaves that are droopy. And these two, this one, it was actually only one. It was only actually this one. That's why it looks like the oldest. And I said, you know what, I'll just leave that one, because that was the only one that was exactly upright like this. And I left it alone. I watered it, and I didn't even pay attention to it. I kind of let it be. I did keep it in a really pushed back bookshelf, really pushed back from like the wall, like on the other side of the wall, kind of like adjacent, and it was still getting that bright light, but nowhere near like the lighting you're getting from here. And guys, it grew this leaf, and it's as you can see, this is popping out, and all the way down here, I don't know if you guys can really see that, it's a new baby coming out. So if you have Syngoniums, or pretty much just like with any plants, don't give up on it right away. If it looks like it's dying, just let it do its thing. If the leaves turn yellow or brown, just snip it off and just let it do its thing. See if it just needs to, like become a phoenix, like if it just needs to rebirth itself. But guys, this is the beauty of these plants. So don't give up. And definitely what I've noticed is that don't cut back all the way down to the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see that. You see right there, I left, this one's coming out. I left a good amount. You see that right there? I left that amount I didn't cut it all the way back. Oh, here we go. That one. And from somewhere along that stem, it's going to shoot out another stem, and then a new leaf. They don't have vines like pothos or philodendrons, but they have stems like aglaonemas, like that. So with my Syngoniums, I do like to let it dry out, not bone dry, because I found that they are very sensitive to being bone dry, especially the baby leaves or the bottom leaves. They will definitely let you know if when it needs water. Also, they do flop, but I leave, like for this plant, see if I can pop it out. I will probably leave this dry, probably like around here. So that's what, up to my second knuckle, not the first one, but the second one, the second knuckle in your finger. If I dip it in and it comes out with soil, then it's still moist. If no soil comes out from here to here, then I will bottom water it. I bottom water these, and that's a way to control gnats. When I first began collecting plants, I was a heavy waterer. I still can be at times, and I ended up getting gnats, and I only realized it when it was time to bring in the plants for fall, and I was like, oh no. It wasn't a long time, but you know, it was it felt long, the amount of time I've had them. And what definitely helped me get rid of gnats was bottom watering. So you put water in a bowl, in a cup, in a pot that you don't use. You put room temperature water, probably tap water would be better. What I do is I put water in a teapot, I let it boil, and when that water cools down, becomes water temperature, you know, what is that called, water temperature? Normal temperature, whatever, room temperature, I will let my plants soak in it. And when I see the top soil starting to look damp, that is when I will remove it and then let it dry out. I also repotted this one, and this one seems to be doing super well. This one is my pride and joy. I absolutely love them. Guys, I love this one too. They're completely two different kinds of Syngoniums, as you can see. This one's bushy, full, and more viney, like they're already leaning to vine out. And this one is just so tall and elegant, and it has it's more prominent. It's different levels which they grow at, because it's not as bushy as this one and as short. And I love this one. And this is the one where if I kind of let it dry out too much, the baby leaves here will end up suffering and they'll dry out. And once that happens, they usually don't you know, come back. But you know, you still have the top leaves that are safe. But also another way to see if they need watering is if you pick it up and it does feel lighter. But yeah, for this I just bottom water it when I see that the soil is an inch or two starting to look damp. Well, if it's 2 inches you can't notice, but just when the top's starting to look damp, I'll take it out and I'll just let the excess water rinse, pour out, and then there you go. These are really easy plants. I don't have a problem with any kind of pests, guys, knock on wood. I don't have gnats. I really don't have a problem. Just with some other plants I've noticed, which I guess because I think the sun is out, I'm starting to, you know, kind of water a little more heavier than I should be. So I've just added the yellow sticky sticks. And what else, guys? So it's pretty good with lighting. I put them in low light areas, and guys, they are growing. I wouldn't even put it in like this lighting. There's a window right here, obviously, and I think that this sun is just way too strong. They are sensitive to their leaves, so I would just keep it pushed back quite a few feet. I mean, I could keep it in this room, probably more back there, definitely, but nowhere near here. So for lighting, it's really good. It's low light tolerant, and it does not do well in bright indirect lighting, from my experience. Now, take into consideration where I have it, where I'm placed at. So every home is different, every location is different. And watering, I would water this moderately. I wouldn't, give them a lot of water, but they're not like succulents or like a ZZ plant where they don't need being watered for, a few weeks, a week or two or three. Yeah. Also from Amanda from Plantarina, I had watched her videos, and she had said that one of her friends has a Syngonium in her bathroom that doesn't have a window there, and I was like, oh, that's interesting, because my bathroom doesn't have a window, but sometimes I get bored and I'm like, man, I would like a plant to be there just to give it a little more spice. But my kids' room, in their room, they also have like a bathroom, and because they have the master bedroom, which master bedroom usually have a bathroom also in the area, also part of the room. And if I leave the door open, they will get some sunlight. So if anything, I could put a Syngonium in their bathroom, but I don't want to take the chance because I love my Syngoniums too much. But I think like if you're choosing a plant for a bathroom that doesn't get bright light, maybe no light, or probably like dappled light, I've heard Syngoniums are good. If you guys do that, comment down below. Has it worked? Has it not? Should we try it? Should people not? Or what do you have for a bathroom that has no window? I know you can put a grow light in there and keep it on for a few hours, but sometimes people don't want to do that, So yeah, comment down below if you guys have tried it with the Syngonium, or if not, what other plants have you tried? I think bromeliads, I personally have never had them, but I've heard they are pretty tolerant of low light as well. So yeah, just leave that down below. Leave us some care tips on how you care for your Syngoniums. What soil? I've just used regular indoor potting soil, which has like some coco coir. I add orchid bark. I add a good amount of orchid bark to these, and a good amount of perlite. And that's pretty much it, and they do fine with it. That soil has, I believe it has fertilizer, so I don't have to fertilize these for like 6 months. What else? So I did the soil, I did lighting, pests, watering, and pretty much that's it. And I did forget to mention, well, I didn't forget, but I just didn't mention the name of this one. This one is a Cream Allison Illusion Syngonium. Cream Allison Arrowhead Plant. Illusion. What am I saying illusion for? But okay, let me get up close. Look at these leaves. Absolutely beautiful. They look like like a little butterfly. It's so adorable. Their color is absolutely beautiful. All the different greens it comes with here. It has like a pinch of like maroon in it. I don't know if you guys can see that well. Let me move my camera for a second. Let me place it here. My hair got stuck. Okay, so like there you go. How beautiful. Their leaves do grow bigger. Look at that. Look at this darker green. These are absolutely beautiful and delicate, but beautiful. I love my Syngoniums. Get this one. This one has more of like a darker green around the leaf, and more of like a dapple of white in the middle. There's a lot of babies inside. These are beautiful, beautiful plants. And then the last one is this little baby. Yes. So guys, I hope you liked this video on how I care, how my experience is with Syngoniums in New York, because that is where I'm from. And I know, well, it should be common sense that caring for plants is not always going to be the same, because it depends on your location. And I have a hard time when I began, you know, becoming a plant parent and looking for plants and videos of people with care tips that were from the Northeast. Usually I would see people from the West Side or the Southwest, or like up in Minnesota, and those were just like two different spots that were like absolutely nowhere near where I'm from, and I never really can relate to their climate pretty much. So I thought I'd make on my channel how my plants are doing and how I care for them in New York. So thanks guys for watching.